Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have a brand new pick-a-pile for you guys, and today we are asking the question, what is the next big thing that is going to happen in your life? And when I say big, I mean big, like huge, like ginormous. We are not just talking about what color you're going to change your hair to, what you're going to dye your hair color next. We're talking about the big life-changing event kind of stuff. We're talking about having babies, getting married, getting divorced, changing careers, starting school, any of those big things, moving. There's another one that just came to my head. So yeah, any of those big things, we're going to find out what the next big thing is that's going to be happening in your life. So we have 5 different piles since there's a lot of different possibilities. Pile number 1 is this big sparkly flower, and all of these objects here, actually, they're all like these crazy stretchy pull kind of rings, these crazy stretchy rings, which I don't really wear anymore because they're like all stretched out and stuff, but they're still really pretty. I really like them, so I decided they would be kind of fun to use today to be on top of our card choices. So that's pile 1, the sparkly flower. Pile 2 is this gold and blue, kind of like a turquoise kind of color, turquoise blue. This gold and blue turquoise butterfly. Pile 3 is a bird, a very pretty birdie. And it's really funny because this one actually fits my middle finger. So it's like if you were to give someone the bird, you know, you would literally be giving them the bird. It's kind of funny. Pile 4 is another butterfly. It's missing a couple of its gems on it, I know, but it's still pretty. It still shines. It's still cute. We still like it, but another butterfly. And for pile number 5, we have another flower shape. This one I remember specifically. I got it in Vegas. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. But we have another sparkly flower for pile number 5. So there are your different options, 5 different piles, and go ahead and skip to whatever pile you have chosen. The timestamps are down below. Otherwise, we're going to kick things off here with pile number 1, the first sparkly flower. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this sparkly flower, then this is going to be your reading, and we're going to find out what is the next big thing that is coming your way, that is coming into your life, the next big thing that's going to happen. All right, we have a lot of cards. I drew from a lot of different decks because it could be a lot of different things going on. We're going to start things off here with the Divine Dog of Wisdom. We have boredom, time to sit and stay, and clarity right under your nose. All right. From Amira's Love Oracle, we have Wallflower and Communication. From Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao, we have Forgiveness, Please Forgive Me, and I've Been Watching You, Jealousy. We're going to save Jesus for last here. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have Avocado, Self-Care, Beauty, Healing, and Green Tea, Work Ethic, Diligence, meticulousness. For the Soul Purpose Oracle, which is also by Bridget Rao, we have nature spirit, support specifically intended for your soul's mission is available. Commune with nature and find your way. And the Firekeeper, Phoenix, creator of sacred transformation. Okay. From What's Brewin', Spillin' the Beans by Firewitch Tarot, we have destroyed, shattered, broken, effed up, toxic, poison, and don't want to hear it. Okay. And finally, last but not least, your Jesus card, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, which is always a good thing. We have, be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. Matthew 9:22. Okay, so here is what I see going on with you guys. The next big thing. I'm actually kind of surprised that you guys are even here to find out what the next big thing is, because it kind of seems like you don't want to know. You're kind of avoidant to what the next big thing is. And here's why I see that. Typically, when there's a big thing going on in your life, you're not going to be bored. You know, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. The last thing you're going to be is bored, because you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy with whatever this new big thing is. You know, like if you're getting married, for example, which is a good thing, you're going to be busy planning a wedding and getting your new life started with your person. If, let's say, you went through bed bugs, which is something that I've actually experienced, and it's a total nightmare, and it is definitely a big thing that will flip your life upside down, and it's not a good thing. And the last thing I was bored during that situation, because there was a lot I had to take care of when I went through that. So it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, you're not going to be bored when something big is happening in your life. So I feel like you're very resistant towards change. You're very resistant towards something big happening in your life, because you're just kind of in that bored energy right now. And it might be because you're kind of a wallflower. Well, we do have fire in here. But you're kind of a wallflower. You know, it's kind of like everybody else is out living their life and making all these big changes and doing all these things, and you're just kind of sitting on the sidelines, kind of just waiting rather than getting out there and doing something. There may be someone that you have been watching. Like, I know that it says, I've been watching you, but I'm getting more of the vibe that you're the one who's doing the watching. You're the one who's watching what somebody else is doing and feeling jealous. It could be in regards to relationships, like this card implies, but it could be about anything. It could be someone's career pursuits you're envious of, or just someone going out there and living their best life and being them and doing their thing, and you're just kind of sitting back, being a wallflower and being bored, and you're just watching them and getting jealous, and that's not a good thing, and nothing big is going to happen while you're doing that. So, you know, whoever you've been watching and you've been feeling jealous over, you got to find forgiveness in that situation, because it's creating some not so good toxic sludge in your heart. You know, you got to let go of some bitterness. You got to let go of some resentment there. You know, even if maybe it's someone who did actually, you know, wrongfully do something towards you. I'm not saying that it corrects what they did. I'm not saying that it makes what they did right or anything, but you need to let go of that, and you need to forgive them, And you need to move on simply for yourself so you can have peace, so you can have joy in your life again, so you can have the big changes that you want to have. So it's really funny because both of these cards typically are supposed to be coming from, like the other person saying, I've been watching you and I want you to forgive me. But I really feel like in this situation, it's you who've been doing the watching, and it's you who you need to forgive whoever it is. Like, they may be asking for forgiveness and you're withholding. So definitely. So you got to forgive. You got to stop watching what other people are doing. And do some self-care, Can I pick up this card? There we go. Do some self-care. Take care of you. Have like a spa day. It says beauty healing. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Take care of you. Just spend some time investing in you just to make yourself feel better. And that may take you out of this energy of boredom and feeling like a wallflower and feeling like you have nothing going on in your life, because you truly do. And it seems like the place that you're kind of in right now is you're feeling destroyed, shattered, broken, like everything in your world is effed up. And there's like a lot of this toxic energy. And, this ties in with, I've been watching you. You've been watching whoever you've been watching getting jealous. And feeling jealous is a super toxic energy. You've got to let go of that. So I don't feel like this is like a big thing that's going to happen. I feel like this is what's happening right now, and it's preventing any like big, amazing, good thing from happening in your life. Because, if this was like the traditional tarot right now, and if this wasn't, because I didn't pull any like regular tarot cards, I just pulled oracle cards for this. But if there was a tarot card in here, I'd bet you anything it would be the Hangman, because you're kind of just hanging there in boredom, being a wallflower. You may need to reach out, and you may need to communicate with others. Maybe you're not communicating how you feel. Maybe you're not communicating what you really want, what you want to do. You can't have any big changes in your life if you're not communicating with others, if you're not putting it out there. So communicate with people. Communicate with the people that can help you make the big changes in your life that you want to make, whether it's in your career or your relationships, your living situation, whatever it is that's around you. Reach out to people, connect, communicate. Spend some time in nature. I think nature and self-care kind of go hand in hand. When we spend time in nature, we can get a fresh and new perspective as well. Just hanging out in a park or at the beach or in a forest or something like that. That can be very healing all in itself. Because I believe if you do that, you're going to get clarity. And this may be the big, big thing that is on its way for you next, is clarity. Because maybe you've been feeling stuck, and maybe you've been feeling like your life is going nowhere and like you have nothing to offer. Maybe you feel like all of your relationships are shattered and broken. Maybe you feel like everything has just been toxic and yuck. But it doesn't have to be that way. And I think that's what you're waiting for, is that aha moment, clarity. Perhaps you're going to be going through an awakening. That could be a part of it too. This could be a huge spiritual change that could be going on within, where you're going to realize, what relationships are good for you, where you're going to realize what career pursuit is right for you, where you're going to realize where you should live and who you should be hanging out with and what you should be doing with your life. Whatever it is you're seeking clarity on, you're going to find clarity. But you got to get out of this boredom energy. You got to stop watching what other people are doing. You got to start forgiving people, letting go of what's toxic. You got to start taking care of yourself. And you got to listen to this, because I think you've kind of been on this mode where you don't want to hear it. And maybe there are a lot of people who have already communicated something like this to you, where they're just like, you got to get out of your rut. You got to stop just sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself. And you've just been tuning everybody out and being stubborn. So it's time to stop being stubborn. Take your fingers out of your ears there. And the clarity is going to come then. And then you're going to be able to get to work. You're going to be able to get to work on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And it may not always be easy. It may not always be, sunshine and roses and rainbows and butterflies and cupcakes and kisses and all that other stuff, but it's going to be worth it. And out of that clarity, you're going to rise up like a phoenix. Like right now, I feel like your life is just ashes. That's where this destroyed feeling comes from. It's like your life is just ashes, but doesn't have to stay that way. You're like a phoenix. You're going to rise out of those ashes and you're going to have an amazing life. It's going to be so good. You're going to have clarity and things are going to go well. So I think the big thing coming for you is clarity and being a rising phoenix, rising out of your mess. But there are a few things that you have to do before you can get there, which is letting go of a lot of this other stuff. You got to stop looking at what everybody else is doing. You got to stop just sitting around in boredom, being a wallflower. Step into your own because you got this. Be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. So if you have lost your faith at some point in all of this, get it back, call it back in, rein it back in, because, your faith is going to work out for you. Have comfort in that. Have comfort that all of this is going to work out. What has been destroyed, what has been broken, it's fine because you're going to rise out of it brand new as a rising phoenix. You're going to have clarity. It's going to be all good and it's going to be this brand new beginning. So definitely that's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys as to what the next big thing is. So it's not necessarily like a very tangible kind of thing. I feel like for you guys, for this group specifically, the big change that's going to be happening for you is internal. It's definitely going to be spiritual. It's going to be in the form of something like an awakening. It's going to be a new mind frame, a new mindset. It's going to be breaking out of old mental strongholds that have been holding you back. It's that kind of thing. But that's like one of the best big changes to happen to you, because when you have the big changes that happen on the inside, they definitely reflect on the outside. Before we wrap things up here, we're just going to pull a couple of paper tag things from this little bowl. These are just like little messages that I've written down on here. And we're going to see if anything comes through about your big change. See if anything comes through. All right, we have fitness. So with fitness, I would say, like maybe this ties in with getting outside, spending some time in nature, but, definitely like keep yourself healthy, exercise, work out, drink plenty of water, take care of your fitness, that kind of thing. It's like what Elle Wood says, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. So, if you exercise, you're going to find you're happy. You might be a Virgo. We have politics. So this very well could be related to kind of what's happening in the world right now. The world is a little heated and a little crazy when it comes to the political arena as of the moment. Maybe this is an issue that's close to your heart and plays in somehow. I would say, if anything, don't get caught up in the agenda of things in life in general. Like, there can be politics in anything. Or you could be a Capricorn. So we got some Virgo and Capricorn energy. We got some Earth energy coming through here. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope it made sense and it resonated a little bit as to what the big change is that's coming into your life. So yeah, if the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know in the comments down below. I would totally appreciate that. Otherwise, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up, a big like. That helps me a lot. And feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know of new videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the gold and blue teal or turquoise butterfly, then this is going to be the reading for you. And we're going to find out what the next big thing is that is coming into your life. That is happening. All right, we have a lot of cards to go through, so let's get into it. Starting with the Divine Dogs of Wisdom, we have creativity, play your own song, and honor, acknowledge you, me, and we. Okay. Next up from Amira's Love Oracle, we have triangle and spiritual growth. We got some serious 3 action going on here. We got 3 people, 3 dogs. Very interesting. From Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao, we have Journey of Love Union. Like this, like I know it looks kind of weird because it looks like this is the front of the card and this is the other side, but this is, it's union. That's what it comes down to. I'll get into it more once we break this all down. But yeah, there's that card. And clarity, I finally see. Okay. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have chocolate chip, endurance, determination, and fortitude, and social gatherings, celebration, special events. Okay. From the Whoops, I'm dropping cards. Come here. Come here. It's like not coming. Okay, there we go. All right. From the Soul Purpose Oracle, also by Bridget Rao, we have potion maker, herbs, oils, spices, boiled, a witch's heart, an easy start. And you are here to overcome and growing. Alrighty. Scooch these all over a little bit. And from What's Brewin' Spillin' the Beans by Fire Witch Tarot, we have tired of drama, betrayal, and stand your ground, ready for battle, defending yourself. I feel like I want to burp. Sorry, guys. I know, it's like totally random. Okay. And finally, last but not least, your Jesus card here, because a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, at least in my opinion, is watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. Matthew 26:41. All right, so that's all your cards. Let's jump into what's going on. Okay, so right off the bat, what I see that's going on in the current present moment, at least for you guys, which will lead into what the big thing that's going to be happening is, it seems like whatever's going on with you guys, This is definitely attached to your love life. It's definitely a romantic situation. And it seems like for most of you, you're probably in a love triangle. You're probably in a third-party situation with somebody. Either you are married, or the person that you're involved with, the person that you have feelings for or whatever, maybe they're married. Either that, or just they're seeing somebody else, dating someone else, committed to somebody else, or you are. So I'm definitely seeing that right now. There's that third-party element. We also, and I saw that immediately here too with the 3 dogs. I know it says honor, acknowledge you, me, and we, but because we have like the 3 dogs and the 3 people, I think this is definitely confirming that there is a third party situation going on here. So that is one thing that is for sure. And I do feel that, whatever has gone on in this dynamic so far, whatever's been going on up to this point, it's been very heartbreaking for you. There's already been betrayal that has happened in this, because there's 3 people involved. You may feel that the person that you're involved with has betrayed you, that there's been deceit, backstabbing, traitor, not to be trusted. You may feel that about that person. You may be tired of all the drama that has come with it. I mean, that's how these third-party situations are. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of betrayal. You have probably felt like you've needed to defend yourself because, this may not necessarily look or feel like or be like the healthiest situation. It may seem pretty toxic at times, but you're always finding yourself having to defend yourself in this situation. But I do believe for majority of you, the situation is probably a twin flame dynamic, because not with all twin flames, but a lot of the times there can be a third party situation that comes out of that situation. So you do have a reason to defend yourself. You're not crazy in doing that, that's for sure. But if there's one thing that this situation between the 3 of you has done, it has brought a lot of growth your way. We have growing and we have spiritual growth. So, one thing for sure is this has really forced you to come out of your shell. It's really forced you to think in new ways. It's probably brought you closer to God. You've probably spent more time meditating. You've probably spent more time in prayer. It's probably been a very humbling experience for you. So there's been a lot of spiritual growth that has come out of this situation, which is a good thing for sure. We're all going to have to face spiritual growth at some point in one way or another in our lives. So, this is just your path and your route, the way that it's been coming about for you. However, all of this growth is giving you strength. Like, you have the endurance, you have the fortitude, you have the determination to get through this situation. I'm not feeling that this is a karmic situation. I'm not feeling that this is a person that you shouldn't be involved in. Most likely, this person is like your other half. This person is supposed to be your person. Even if there's this third-party situation, you should be fighting through it. Maybe you or the other person is in a dead-end relationship where there isn't any unconditional love, where there isn't compassion, where maybe people are together simply out of obligation. There's no romance, there's no spark, there's no nothing. It's like having a roommate or something, being stuck in an unhealthy situation. But between you and your person, it's a very healthy and good situation. So, you're actually, it's not just you're both having spiritual growth out of this. You're both learning how to be strong and endure through it, for sure. And one way that you can help yourself through this, this card does say honor. It also, like I said, there's 3 dogs there, which to me kind of looks like the third party situation, but does say honor. So always make sure to honor yourself through this situation, one of the ways that you can is by taking care of yourself. You know, when I see herbs and oils and spices and stuff like that, you know, I think of like a spa day. I think of like, you know, just taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, that kind of thing. So pamper yourself and take care of yourself through this situation. Like that's super, super important to do. And at the end of the day, the big thing that's coming for you out of this situation, it's been hard. There's been a lot of heartache. There's been a lot of drama. You've felt like you've been betrayed many times in this situation. However, all this endurance is going to pay off because I believe as long as you honor yourself, you get creative, which is also like staying true to yourself. Play your own song. Stay true to you. Don't worry about what's going on around you on the outside. Don't worry about external circumstances. Just get creative. You know, another good thing that could help you would be maybe journaling or something like that. You know, if you have emotions that you need to get out there on the road, that you need to express and alleviate and get out of your system, do some journaling. Write down your emotions and how you're feeling. That could be very healing and it could help you. But you keep doing that, you keep going that way, you're going to get clarity. Clarity is where the big change is going to start. You're going to get clarity on this entire situation with this third party thing that's been kind of crazy and dramatic and like a soap opera. You're going to get clarity. And the most important thing is on the other side of this, it's worth fighting for. Like, look at Jesus. Look at Jesus here. It's like he's crawling on the rocks. It's like he's climbing and, you know, he's working hard on things. He's trying not to fall into temptation. Don't fall into the temptation of giving up. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep praying. Keep meditating. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep doing the right things. And my dog is starting to bark and I think he agrees. So I'm sorry if you hear him. He's getting a little crazy. Yeah, I know, Shadow. Thank you. But yeah, keep going, because as long as you keep going, eventually you're going to reach union. This is the big card for you guys. This is the big change, because all of this is like the story leading up to it, and it's going to lead to union. You're going to get there. This is your big confirmation. It's going to be a long road. It's going to be a hard road, but there's going to be a big payoff at the end, and you're going to have union with this person. You may be a little bit worn and torn. Like, look at the edges here of the rose. It's a little worn and torn, but you're going to have something beautiful. You're going to have something amazing, and then you're going to celebrate. Social gatherings, celebrations, special events. You're going to celebrate this. You're going to celebrate this union. So this is the big change. Right here, this is the big change that's headed your way. I can't tell you when this is going to happen because that was not a part of what I asked. I just simply asked what was the big change, but this is it. I don't know when. It could happen this year, it could happen next year, it could happen 5 years from now. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. You're going to have union, you're going to have celebration, you're going to have clarity from it. It's going to be amazing. You might be in all this craziness for a little while, but you're going to get through. So just to follow up to see if there's anything else for you guys, I'm going to throw in a couple of these little paper tags. I have like these little paper tags with messages written down on them. We're just going to go ahead and pull a couple, see if there's anything else that wants to come out as a part of this message here for you guys. Okay. So we have hot. Well, if you're watching this in real time right now, it is August 1st when I'm recording this. I don't think I'm uploading it until tomorrow though, August 2nd. But either way, it's early August. And so it is hot. It's hot where I'm at. It's summertime where I'm at in my neck of the woods. It's in the 90s right now. So I have my air conditioning on, which is something you may hear in the background every once in a while. But yeah, it's hot, so maybe this is confirmation to you that it is hot where you live too, that it's summer. Job promotion, wow, so this could be a part of your big thing too. It may not be as big of a deal to you as your union, your love journey, because there was nothing really career related that came out of this, but this could be another big thing that could be on the way for you. That's pretty exciting. A job promotion and union? Psh, why not? And we have the fall. So maybe something dealing with all of this is going to happen in the fall. You could have your job promotion in the fall, or maybe that's when this union could be happening. Maybe this union is going to happen in the fall, and that's going to be coming up within the next couple of months. And royalty. Ooh. So, you know, I feel like this is just like a reminder to treat yourself like the royal person that you are, like the king, the queen that you are. You are amazing. You are stunning. You are regal. You are beauty. So never forget that. You know, you are a son or daughter of the Most High God. You are a high priest or a high priestess. So never forget that. Yeah, so those are some great little added reminders in conjunction to this. So I hope that this helped some of you guys out and made sense. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, give this video a big thumbs up, a big like. That would help me out a lot for sure. Feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when new videos are on their way out. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the little birdie here, then this is the reading for you, and we're going to find out what the next big thing is that's going to be happening in your life, the next big change. All right, we have a lot of cards to unfold here, so let's get into it. Starting with the Divine Dogs of Wisdom, we have Surrender, Let It Go, and Humility, Bow Down. Those kind of go hand in hand if you think about it. From Amira's Love Oracle, we have Friendship and Ice Queen. From Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao, we have Duality. Can we kiss and make up? And I need to express myself, balance and imbalances. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have Tiger, Strength, Dignity, Majesty, and Fig, Abundance, Fertility, Expansion. From the Soul Purpose Oracle, also by Bridget Rao, we have Aromatherapist, remedy illness and broken hearts, attract abundance and fresh starts. And Medium, loved ones on the other side have messages for you. Alrighty. From What's Brewin', Spillin' the Beans by Firewitch Tarot, we have Pregnancy Test, Unsure, Pregnancy Scare, Positive, Negative, Getting Played, Manipulation, Lies, Control, and Spoiled. That is a very unique combination of a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. All right. And finally, from Loving Words from Jesus, because a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away, at least in my opinion. We have, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." Luke 12:32. Okay, you guys have a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, so here is what I'm seeing going on with you guys. Number one, first and foremost, I believe you guys have a lot of people around you. When I see the friendship card, I definitely believe that you are the kind of person, who, I guess you could say is very popular, but you're a people person, you're an extrovert. You're not somebody who is shy or holds back, that, you're probably surrounded by a lot of people, that you have a lot of good friends. And even if you don't see yourself as somebody who's like super socially active and has a lot of friends, like there's still a lot of people around you who love and care about you. Perhaps, a lot of your family members are like friends to you, or, maybe your work situation, maybe you hang out with your coworkers a lot, or maybe where you live, like maybe you live in a neighborhood or in an apartment building or something like that, where there's just like a big community around you. Maybe you're involved in like a church, for example. Like a church is another place where you could have like a big community of people. So either way, like you're a very socially active person. However, I'm gonna warn you guys right now to be careful of some of the people around you. Not everybody, but you do have some people around you that I sense that there is some jealousies, and some people are not being who they claim to be. They're not being straight up with you. So when I see the Ice Queen, I don't really see you as the one who's being the Ice Queen. I believe that there's someone around you who may be an Ice Queen, because I'm picking up that you are more of like an open and receptive and, friendly and warm kind of person. But this person is an Ice Queen. And it could be just one person around you who's like that, but there's also a possibility it could be multiple people. Because, we also have getting played, manipulation, lies, and control. And when you have that many people surrounding you in your social circles, it is possible that maybe not everyone has your best interest at heart. The thing is, though, I think you're going to know who this person or people are, because usually the people who don't have our best interests at heart, when we're around them, we're not going to feel our best. We're going to feel drained. We're going to feel our energy go down. It's not going to feel very good. There could be narcissistic people around you who are kind of pulling you down, that you need to like eliminate that stuff out of your life. And like I said, I definitely don't believe it's everyone. I definitely don't believe it's everything surrounding you, but there could be, a couple bad apples basically that you need to kind of filter through and filter out, that could be kind of a disruption and distraction to you right now. But the good thing about this situation is it's bringing duality into your life. Like, it's really helping you learn, like, healthy relationships. You have the cat and you have the dog in this picture. So you have, two different species, two different types of animals. You have the cat, which is usually more independent, and cats kind of remind me of like an animal that's like their natural born royalty. Like they see themselves as royalty, where they see the humans as the servants kind of a thing. Where the dog, it's the exact opposite, and the dog feels like they're the servant to the human. And the dog is like man's best friend, super friendly, always by their side, very dependent and that kind of thing. So they're completely opposite of each other. But they want to find, peace between each other. So, and it could be possible, with this Ice Queen, with these people where there could be some deception and manipulation going on. It could be possible you could work through these issues and maybe find a peace between one another. For some of them, and for some of you, you may not be able to do that, and you may have to completely move on from it. But either way, like, it's definitely going to be teaching you really the differences in people, the differences in types of relationships, the differences in what kind of friendships and relationships are healthy and which ones aren't. It's definitely going to help you learn a lot out of that. And for the ones that you're meant to kiss and make up with, you will. With the ones that you're not, that's fine. Set them aside, let them go, kind of a thing. And one of the ways that you can help figure that out, help determine that, is through prayer, and ask for loved ones on the other side for assistance and help with this, because I do believe that you have, family members, friends who have already passed, who've already passed on, who are in heaven, that can definitely help you with this. So when you're spending time in your prayer, if you have like a parent, a mom, a dad, a grandma, a grandpa, an aunt and uncle, whoever it is, someone who is special to you in this lifetime before they passed, ask them for assistance on this, because they're there for you, they're loving you, they're supporting you, they're helping you through this for sure. This situation is also giving you strength, which is really funny, because I was just talking about the cat and how the cat is kind of like royal or whatever. So I don't know, maybe you're the cat person and the other people are dog people. I don't know. But the point is that this whole situation is giving you strength. It is helping you find your dignity, basically. It's helping you find your dignity in what could possibly come of the situation. And, another way besides asking your relatives and stuff is to surrender, to let go of the situation and find your humility in the situation. These two cards really kind of go hand in hand, surrendering, because when you surrender, you do bow down, you do become humble, you do let go. So let go of the toxic friendships, of the toxic relationships that are in your life. Let go of the ones where there has been manipulation, control, lies, deceit, narcissism, all those toxic, icky things that none of us needs. So, you definitely need to do some of this, and it'll bring you into a better place. There is a possibility that you may need to express yourself and how you're feeling towards some of these people who have, been deceptful, who haven't exactly been the best towards you. Even if you do let go and even if you do move on, you may need to express yourself to them and just say, hey, it's really not fair that you did X, Y, and Z to me. I'm just letting you know I'm not dealing with this anymore. It could be you just even voicing yourself and saying what boundaries you're going to put up. What are the certain boundaries you have to establish with this person? And when you do that, you're going to balance out whatever's been imbalanced in this situation. So that definitely could be possible too. Yeah. And then for aromatherapists, remedy illness, broken hearts, attract abundance, and fresh starts. So I do believe that coming out of this situation, once you have surrendered and bowed down, had some humility, reached out to your loved ones who have passed over the situation, and just really let go of things, let go of the toxic people who have been playing you in this situation, you're going to start having abundance. You're going to be able to start having abundance because you're going to be healing. This specifically says aromatherapist, and there's the little essential oil bottle there. So, maybe just treat yourself. Sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we need a spa day. Sometimes we just need some, me time on our own. So give yourself that in what needs to be healed in this situation, whether this ice queen person continues to be in your life or not. But always remember, this isn't going to be like your entire social circle that's doing this to you. It's just going to be one or a couple of people, but you still have so many people around you who love and care about you and who really and truly are genuine and true and real, who are not deceptive in any way, shape, or form. But I think this is definitely just a warning that you need to look out for those people and do what you need to do to either completely remove them from your life or, express yourself, establish some boundaries with them. So that way then maybe they can still be in your life, but in a healthier type of way. You're going to know what's best for you, of course, when it comes to this person or people, if it's, to the extreme of them completely being out of your life or just, establishing boundaries on where you're going to stand with them. But coming out of the situation, now this is really funny because we have 3 interesting cards here. We have spoiled, we have fig, which is abundance, fertility, and expansion, which is funny because the aromatherapist card also mentions abundance. And we have pregnancy test. So it's kind of funny. I'm seeing two different possibilities here as to what the big change is, because now we're getting into what the big change is. This stuff with the toxic relationships, the toxic friendships or whatever is kind of where things have been at right now, what's currently been happening. But as for where we're going here with the big event that's coming into your life, I'm seeing here that you're going to be stepping into a season of abundance, basically, where you're going to be spoiled, where things are going to be great and going good. You're going to be surrounded by people who really care about you and who really love you. The true friends, the friends who are not the ice queen, the friends that are not being deceptive. So it's going to be a season of abundance for sure, where you're very spoiled. And it's funny because with more abundance and fertility and pregnancy tests, here's the double meaning here. Continuing on, regardless of which group you fall into, you're going to be stepping into a season of new beginnings and abundance and basically birthing out like a new season of blessing and joy. Regardless, it doesn't matter. For a few of you though, even though this is not like really a romantic reading, this toxic relationship thing, it could be a romantic one, but I'm picking up this is probably more so friendship related because we have a lot of like friendship, community kind of vibes coming out of this. But just in your personal life in general, for some of you, it could literally mean the next big thing in your life is you really actually may wind up getting pregnant. You could be just that fertile that you do wind up becoming pregnant. So that could be the big thing for some of you. For those of you where you're just like, I don't think pregnancy is going to be the next big thing for me. It just simply means that you're going to be very fertile and expanding your life in terms of abundance and joy and blessing. And it's going to be coming out of all of this situation here of what is going on, which is still an amazing thing to birth out, a great thing to be doing, a great thing to be had. Let's see. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So yeah, the kingdom, once again, that reminds me of abundance and joy and blessings. And that's what's coming your way, whether it's in the form of like actually getting pregnant and having a baby, or simply coming out of this situation with some toxic people that may not have been treating you right, and stepping out of that and stepping into something new and better and brighter and bigger and all that good stuff. Before we wrap things up here, we are going to check in here with our little pink bowl of paper tag messages. There's just a few of these in here. And we're going to find out if anything wants to come through to add on to what we have already seen here and now today as to what big change is on the way for you. Okay, so we have Virgo. You might be a Virgo. And fitness. I swear, fitness likes to come out like all the time for people. So I guess there's just a lot of you guys out there that need the reminder to exercise, stay healthy, especially if you do actually wind up having a baby. It's a good thing to take care of your body and be healthy, because then you're not just taking care of yourself, you're also taking care of another life, another human being. We also have fashion, so maybe fashion is important to you. That could just be a signal there. And we have years, so that's interesting. This big change that's going on, it may not even happen for years yet, which is funny because we didn't ask at all when the big change was going to come. We just asked what the big change was. So I guess we got a little bit of a time thing here that this stuff isn't going to be happening for years yet. So I don't know what to say about that. Then we have Gemini. So you could be a Gemini. And Disney. So maybe you're someone who just loves Disney. You love a happy ending, a fairy tale. Maybe you love going to Disneyland or Disney World. Just Disney just reminds me of like childhood and happiness and joy and blessing. And, you're going to have your season of blessing. Also you have a baby. You may be doing a lot of things dealing with Disney because, that's like kids. So anyways, that's what I see of what's going on with you guys for what is coming up for you on what the next big thing is coming your way into your life. Hopefully it resonated and made sense. If it did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up for me. That would be fantastic. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose this pretty butterfly here, then this is going to be your reading to find out what the next big thing is going to be happening in your life. The next big event, the next big show. So Pile 4, what is in store? Starting with the Divine Dog Oracle, we have patience any day now, and gratitude, give thanks. All right. Yes, that dog looks very impatient. It's like, how dare you put this steak in front of my face and I can't eat it yet? Okay. From Amira's Love Oracle, we have family and dating queen. From Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao, we have impatient. I can't wait. Ooh, we have a theme here. We got 2 cards about patience and impatience. And partnership. It's always been you. Okay. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have butter pecan, reason, market, sell, and chocolate, purpose, depth, roots. Let's see here. The Soul Purpose Oracle, also by Bridget Rao, we have Memory Maker. Your lived experiences are unique and meaningful. Share your stories with others. and ascended. You agreed to return to assist in Earth's ascension. Okay. From What's Brewin', Spillin' the Beans by Firewitch Tarot, we have investigating, bad choices, and sexual protection. Okay. And finally, last but not least, from Loving Words from Jesus, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. We have, according to your faith, be unto it. Matthew 9:29. All right, so here is what I see going on dealing with you guys. Definitely a little story going on right now here. So, currently in the present place where you most likely are, you are probably very impatient. Patience any day now, and impatient, I can't wait. So, I'm definitely getting the feeling from this group specifically, this is like a love situation, a romantic situation, basically, like, you guys want the whole 9 yards. You guys want the fairy tale, happily ever after, like, the full-blown life. Like, you want to, have a happy marriage and a happy family. You want it all. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having that idealistic point of view where, you have a happy, solid, healthy, whole relationship with your spouse, your husband or your wife. You have a couple of kids, you got the white picket fence, you got the American dream. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's a beautiful thing to want and have. But I feel like you've been very impatient about it. You've been waiting a long time for this. Maybe you haven't met the right person. Maybe the right partner hasn't come along. Maybe you're getting older and, you're starting to get worried about like fertility and stuff like that. And you're like, I don't know if I can have kids anymore. I'm like 865 years old or something. So, there's a lot of impatience from you guys. Like, obviously there's a lot of impatience to get started on this family. I mean, look at this man, who would not want to have a family with a guy who looks like that? But that's besides the point. But the point is to have patience, because even though it feels like you have been waiting forever, and maybe you've been waiting for so long, and everyone else around you has already achieved this. Maybe everyone else around you has achieved that life goal of getting married and having a family and settling down, and you're sitting there, single Sally or whatever, and you're like, when is it gonna happen for me? But be patient, because it's gonna happen any day now. And I know that's super vague, and you're like, what the hell? What does that even mean? But just calm down. I think one of the important things to remember whenever we're in a season of waiting, whenever we're in a season where we're being patient about something, it's remember to have gratitude and to give thanks. Because when we're thankful for things, when we're keeping a thankful heart, time flies. Time just flies by. We're not even paying attention to the things that we don't have, the things that we're still longing for, the things we're still hoping for, because we're focused on the here and now. We're focused on the present moment. We're focused on things that we do have that bring us joy. Like, okay, you may not have, that white picket fence with the husband and the kids yet, but what do you have? Do you have a good job? Are you able to pay your bills? Are you able to provide for yourself and put food on the table every night? Do you have a nice home? Do you have friends that you hang out with who love you and care about you? Do you have family around you who love and care about you? Do you live somewhere where you like where you live? You like your house, you like your apartment, you like your neighborhood? Do you do things in your spare time that bring you joy, that are fun in your life, like going shopping or going to the beach, or, maybe you're a creative person and, you like to get creative and maybe make art or something like that. Do you do things that you enjoy? Think about all the things that you have in your life that are amazing. Do you have your health? Are you a healthy person? You don't have to worry about, taking a pill every day for something because there's something wrong. Like quite literally, let's look at the picture. We have a dog here. Do you have pets? Do you have pets in your life? A dog, a cat, a bird, a horse, a bunny, whatever. Do you have an animal in your life who looks up to you and sees the world in your eyes? Think about everything that you do have rather than what you don't, and that's going to make any of this impatient stuff just poof, disappear, go away, whatever. Just ignore it. But here's the thing, if you want to get married, if you want to have a family, be that dating queen, get out there, put yourself out there, the right person is just around the corner. I do believe that for you guys, like, the future is this family, like this big change. Like, ultimately, this is the big change that's headed your way, is this. This is the big change, for sure. Is you guys are going to have like that happy marriage, that happy family. That's what you guys are headed for. But you got to get out there. You got to be the dating queen. And, maybe there's somebody that you already have in mind and you're like, I don't really, want to put myself out there. I don't really feel comfortable with that. Then that's okay. You don't have to do that. You can keep doing whatever you need to do dealing with this other person. But I would say get into this kind of energy. Get into that sexy, magnetic, Queen of Wands kind of energy where, you're just kind of like the life of the party. Like, you're charismatic, you're having fun, you're extroverted, you're just like a joy to be around. So it, you can either take this as, actually getting out there and just like dating people left and right, or just stepping into that magnetic energy, which I think is the most important thing, because whether you're actively looking for somebody or not, like, that right person is going to come your way if you're in this kind of energy. Like, look at all these flowers and gifts being presented to this woman. She's not going after any of these things. It's just coming to her. So get into that energy where it's like, yes, just drawing them in. Just draw them in, Like, that's a big part of the thing. Let's see, investigating. So I do believe if there is somebody in your life that you already are currently interested in or have a thing going on with, they're probably investigating you. If you guys are in separation or anything like that, they're probably checking you out. And it's possible that, this could be going two ways. You could be investigating them too, or just investigating your different options in general towards this dream, towards this pursuit. Now, if it's you who's doing the investigating, I would say maybe chill out on that, because that could be coming out of this impatient energy here. That may not necessarily be the best thing to do. You may need to drop some of your investigating, which could be a bad choice of yours. So, ditch the bad habits, ditch the bad choices. I feel like the bad choices would be, remaining impatient, investigating where you don't need to be investigating, not stepping into this dating queen energy, just kind of sitting around being all, woe is me, I'm old, I'm an old maid, it's never gonna happen. You gotta step out of those bad choices. Just stop doing that. Just stop. And as for sexual protection, it's funny because, like, if you want to have a family, obviously you're not going to be using sexual protection. But I think, if anything, what this is more so about, it says a couple of things to me. A couple of things. Number one, it says to me that, you are going to wind up finding that perfect partner, or you may already, know who this person is. And there's going to be a reason to want to use it, because you guys are going to get active. So you may start out doing that, and then who knows, you may even actually be using protection and still wind up with your family, because you could just be fertile myrtle. Who the heck knows? But, aside from that, I would say protect yourself not just like from the physical aspect, but I would say like, make sure if you are going to be intimate with someone, make sure that like you're really invested and they're really invested, and you know that this can be something that you guys can really build and develop on. Because if this is just like a one night stand kind of a thing or something like that, which could be a bad choice, it's not going to take you in the direction of having your family. And if you're going around having one night stands out of a bad choice because you're impatient, it's not going to take you to getting married and having a family and having your white picket fence. It's not going to take you towards that dream. But I do believe that that dream, it is your purpose. It is why you're here. You know, if you have felt your entire life that call to be a wife, to be a mom, to, you know, have that, you know, perfect little life, that is your purpose. That is confirmation here. Don't reason yourself out of it. Reason, market, sell. You know, when I think of reasoning, you know, I think of a lot of like head energy. I think of a lot of overthinking, basically. So don't overthink. Don't over rationalize yourself out of this. You know, overthinking could be another bad choice. Don't do it. You know, like bad choices doesn't have to be the dude sitting here smoking. You know, it could be other things, just, you know, like I said, getting ahead of yourself, being impatient, hopping into relationships that are going to go nowhere, where you're going to need to protect yourself from, you know, especially if there's like maybe a specific person even you're waiting on and you're like, screw that, I'm not going to wait on you anymore. You know, I'm going to go with so-and-so, and then so-and-so doesn't wind up working out when you should have just stuck to person A in the first place. But don't reason yourself out of this. Don't reason yourself out of this dream. It is definitely not too late. This is all part of your mission because you agreed to return to assist the earth in its ascension. So this is ascending the earth, and it's a part of something that's going to be ascending you as well into your future. Your lived experiences are unique, meaningful. Share your stories with others. Memory maker. So I believe that your journey, it's funny because, you know, we have journey of love. I believe that your journey of love is going to be this testament. It's going to be a testimony to others, that other people are going to want to hear this. You know, you're not the only one who has been impatient while waiting on that perfect person and that family. You're not the only one who's been through that, where you've waited a long time. There are a lot of other people out there who can relate to that story. So don't be afraid to share it. And then when that person does come along, because they are coming, partnership, it's always been you, you know. And I feel like for most of you, this is someone you probably already know. This is someone that is already in your life. This is someone that you've been waiting on for a long time. It is probably your twin flame who you're going to have this family with. You just got to, you know, step into this magnetic, confident energy for this person can come your way and you can have a family together. But, you know, people are a sucker for a good love story. You know, there's a reason why there are tons of songs all about love. There's a reason why there are so many, you know, romantic dramas and romantic comedies out there in the movies. There's a reason why this topic comes up a lot in the creative arts, and it's because it's such a big part of the human experience and humanity. So share your story, share your journey as to how you got there with this person. And then once you guys are united in partnership and you guys are together, like, continue to make memories with that person and share those experiences when you guys are together with others, because people are going to want to know, how did this play out? How did this happy ending happen? So yeah, definitely share it. But you got to have faith. You got to have faith that this is coming, because it is coming. It is on its way. Any day now, it is coming. So don't lose heart now. It's coming. Like, look, here's Jesus, and here's that ship. It's coming in. It's coming his way, just like it's coming your way. So don't lose heart. Don't give up. It's coming for sure. the next big change coming in for you guys, like I said, it's going to be union with that perfect person, whoever it is you've been waiting on, whether it's someone you don't know at all and you're waiting for them to step into your life, or it's someone that you do know that you're waiting to work through some stuff with, but it's going to work out. You're going to have your marriage. You're going to have your family. You're going to have your happily ever after. You got nothing to worry about. Just drop a few bad habits. Stay thankful. Don't get too impatient, and you're going to be fine. Now next, we're going to dig around in here for a few little paper tag messages. I wrote down a few little words on these little paper tags, and we're just going to pull a couple and see if we get any more input to be added on to this big change that is heading your way. Let's see what comes through. We have a yes. So I think this is saying, yes, your dream is going to come true. Stop being impatient. It's going to happen. And pets, which is so funny because I did mention, you know, if you have like a pet, a dog, a cat, a bird, you know, whatever you may have, you know, that's something to be thankful for. So spend time with your fur, feather, whatever babies. Also, fitness. I swear, fitness loves to come through for like every group. This is like an ongoing thing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the whole Elle Woods thing. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. So, get happy, get outside, exercise, get some fresh air, take care of your fitness, you know, especially if you want to be a mom, if you want to give birth to a child or whatever, keep your body in gear so you're at your top fitness level to be able to take care of that little one. So yeah, take care of yourself physically. You may be a Virgo, or you may be a Scorpio. And we also have friends. And that's another thing to be thankful for. You know, while you're waiting through all of this to come through, spend time with your friends. Enjoy your friendships. Because you know what? Once this person does step into your life and you have that marriage and you have that family, you're still going to have your friends, but you're probably not going to be able to see them or spend as much time with them as you can right now. So enjoy your friendships, nurture them, love them, be thankful for them. That's basically what's going on with you guys. Your big life event that's going to be coming next for you is marriage, family, white picket fence, whole 9 yards. Very exciting stuff. It's coming. Just be patient. Anyway, if this made sense for you guys, please let me know in the comments down below. If the message didn't flow, please just let it go. Otherwise, give this video a big thumbs up for me. That would help me greatly. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are coming your way. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep sparkling. I am sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 5. If you chose this sparkly flower, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out what the next big thing is that's happening in your life that is coming your way. So let's do this thing. Pile 5, we're staying alive. All right. And it's so funny because I've noticed since I got started with group 1, like it's like around dusk right now, like it's gradually been getting darker and darker in here, so I'm like, I need to make it to get to pile 5 and keep it light in here, and here we are, we're at pile 5, we're gonna make it through, you guys. Alright, so starting off with the Divine Dog, we have success, honor your gifts, and allowing, let it happen. Alright. From Amira's Love Oracle, we've got brunette female and young female. Okay. Got some serious girl power vibes going on. From Journey of Love Union by Bridget Rao, we have I Swear It's True, Truth. And Eternally Yours, Eternity. From the Ice Cream Oracle, we have Vanilla, Status Quo, Tradition, Simplicity, and White Chocolate Raspberry, Sensibility, Decorum, Elegance. Okay. From the Soul Purpose Oracle, also by Bridget Rao, we have Jewelsmith, Craft, Create, and Work with Crystals. United, you are aligned with your soul's mission. From What's Brewin', Spillin' the Beans by Firewitch Tarot, we have Caught Up, Finding Evidence, Getting Caught Cheating. Sick, and Movie Date. That's quite an interesting combination. Okay, and finally, from Loving Words from Jesus, we have the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He shall teach you all things. John 14:26. Because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. Okay, so right off the bat, kicking things off here, let's just state the obvious here. It is very possible that you may be a young brunette female. I mean, that's the first most obvious thing. You don't necessarily have to be a young brunette, but that's definitely the energy that's coming through. Maybe you're just one of these. Maybe you're just a brunette, but you're a little bit older, or maybe you're young, but maybe you have blonde hair or red hair or something like that. Or maybe multicolored hair. Maybe you have crazy colored hair. That's cool too. But either way, it seems like there's definitely this young brunette female vibe. So you could be one or the other or both. So that might just be confirmation for you on that note of things. As for the rest, as to what's going on here, I'm definitely seeing for you guys that the next big thing coming up in your life is a romantic relationship, like a connection with somebody, being united to somebody. It could possibly even be an engagement or marriage. And here's why I'm seeing that. Number one, we have united. You are united with your soul's mission. So first of all, most likely you're somebody who's already taking care of you. You're already doing you. You're already united within yourself. You know, you're following your passion. You're following your joys in life. You're probably pursuing your career goals that you want to do. You're following your mission. So that's number one. But since, you know, this is two people here united, I definitely sense that this is also in reference to like being united in a divine connection. You know, most likely like a twin flame, a soulmate kind of divine counterpart situation. So there's definitely that. And here are the other reasons I'm seeing you guys are headed towards engagement or marriage. We have like 3 cards here with a jewelry theme. 3 of them. We have Jewelsmith, Craft, Create, and Work with Crystals, which, you know, that very well could be something that you're doing. That very well could be a part of what you're up to. It's funny because when I see like crystals and stuff like that in the form of jewelry, my mind automatically goes to like Pratt Daddy crystals and all of their bracelets and necklaces and pendants and that kind of thing. But yeah, that could be part of it. But You know, we're also seeing the rings here, eternally yours, like, you know, wedding rings, wedding vows. And you know what they say with like a ring, you know, a ring is a circle. It's a circle that never ends, kind of a thing. Like a heart can be broken. You know, if you're thinking about shapes, like the shape of a heart, it can be broken, but you can't really break a circle. A circle is for eternity. It never ends. There's no finish point. There's no start point. It's ongoing. It's forever. So we have that. And then we have, I swear it's true, the truth. And once again, she's wearing an engagement ring. And their two pinkies are linked together. So I think this is definitely telling there is a higher level of commitment that is on the way for you. Now, it is possible that there may have been cheating in the past between you and your person, because this card does reference cheating, but doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could be simply that, you know, maybe you caught your person doing something else that was unsavory too. Someone was caught doing something that they shouldn't have. Either that, or you could possibly be seeking out evidence, trying to find out if this person is going to propose. Maybe you've been kind of antsy and nervous and thinking, is he going to get down on one knee or is he not going to get down on one knee? What's going on? Like, I don't know. You could be trying to find evidence. You could be trying to catch him getting a ring or something like that. You could be just, you know, a little impatient there trying to figure that out. But, you know, I'm going to say, don't worry about that. For most of you, I don't believe that this is actually cheating. I just think that, you know, it's possible maybe there was a cheating situation that happened in the past. I don't believe this is anything that's going on currently or anything that's going to happen in the future, because if this was going to happen in the future, you wouldn't have, like, all this commitment stuff with being united coming through. So I definitely don't believe that there's going to be any cheating in the future. If there was any cheating, it's something that's happened in the past. It's something that's been resolved. It's something that's been forgiven and hopefully healed so you guys can move forward. But for most of you, I definitely believe this is you trying to catch them in the act of, like, getting the ring or something. Like, you're not really letting them just have their moment to romantically surprise you. Just let them romantically surprise you. That's fine. It's okay. And don't get sick over this. Like, sometimes we get ourselves so wound up and we get ourselves so stressed out about something, like speculating if something is going to happen or if something is not going to happen. We make ourselves physically sick. Like, we get our stomachs upset and everything else. So this is just a warning, you guys. Don't make yourself sick over this. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. Don't stress yourself out. You know, go out on a movie date with this person. Just enjoy your time with this person. You know, who knows? Maybe they're gonna, like, pop the question at a movie or something. I don't know. Are movie theaters even open right now? I don't know. It's 2020. We're in the middle of a raging pandemic. If it's not like a movie night at a movie theater, maybe it'll be like a movie night at home or something. You know, it's summertime right now, so maybe you're going to set up a projector or something like that outside and kind of create your own little home movie theater outside. Or I know that a lot of drive-ins have been opening back up again, so people can go to the movie that way. Maybe they're going to propose at a drive-in. They're going to be like super old school or something like that, like it's the 1950s. I don't know. But, you know, either way, it doesn't necessarily have to be a movie. I would just say enjoy your time, enjoy your dates, period, with this person. Whatever the activity, whatever the date may be. Allow it to happen. Don't go searching for this. You know, it's nothing you need to, like, get yourself all wound up and sick over. Allow it to happen, and you will have success. Allow it to happen, and you will have success, meaning that person will get down on one knee, and he will tell you how much he loves you, and he will tell you that you are the only woman for him, and he will ask you to be his wife and spend the rest of your life with him. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have success, but you gotta allow it to happen. If it's not happening right now, there are definitely some blocks there, and I think the blocks are definitely attached to impatience, and you're like trying to catch him to see if he's actually like searching for a ring or something. But, you know, don't do that. It's gonna make you sick with stress. Just allow it to happen. Go with the flow. And, you know, I think this is important to you, this next step in your relationship, because it's a tradition. You know, it's a tradition to, you know, kind of go through the whole process of getting engaged and, you know, doing all the things that come after that, whether it's like your bridal party, your bachelorette party, going through, your gift registry, you know, whatever it is that you need to do. You know, there's a lot of tradition that you want to follow along with this, and just, you know, make it simple. Make it simple. Don't complicate it. Make it simple by allowing it to happen, for sure. And I do believe when you guys do have your big day, it's going to be a very elegant wedding. It's going to be very elegant. There's going to be a sense of decorum about it. It's going to be just like beautiful. And even if this wedding, well, whether it happens in the near future or the far future, if you're watching this in real time, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, so weddings really aren't a thing, or if they are a thing, they're definitely adjusted based upon what's happening in the pandemic. But it doesn't matter how big or how small this wedding is, it's going to be very beautiful, it's going to be very elegant, it's going to be pretty, it's going to be gorgeous. People are going to be envious of it because it's just going to be, it's going to be lit, it's going to be amazing. So I'm definitely getting that sense of that. So yeah, the big thing coming for you guys is honestly marriage. You're going to be having a proposal and getting married. So if you've already been proposed to and you haven't gotten married yet, this is confirmation that yes, you're going to walk down the aisle, you're going to say your vows to each other, and you're going to be hitched. And if you're not even engaged yet, this is confirmation that you're going to get engaged, so you're going to get married. So this is the next big thing that is coming for you guys, that's coming into your life. The Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. So I would say in the meantime, you know, just let Jesus lead the situation. You know, like really when I think about marriage, I think of it as like a three-way kind of a situation. You know, you have the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and in a marriage, you have the husband, the wife, and you have God, who is at the center of it all. So, you know, just remember to keep God in the middle of everything. Keep God in your relationship, and he's going to lead you guys towards an amazing and blissful life together, full of love and joy and blessings and all the good stuff. We're also going to dig in here to our little bowl of paper tags. These are just like little messages that I wrote down, and we're going to see if anything comes through for you guys as like a little added word here about the big change coming your way. A little added word on your upcoming engagement, your upcoming wedding, because that definitely seems to be the thing coming through for you. Pile 5. Okay. We have weeks. So you guys got a little bit of a time reference here with this. This could be happening within weeks from now. That's so exciting. And it's funny because, you know, when I pulled these cards for all the different piles, you know, I asked the question, what was the next big thing that was going to happen for you guys? But I didn't ask any time frame on it. For one pile, they got years. You guys got weeks. So this is going to be happening soon. And marriage, what'd I just say? Oh, marriage, you guys. Yes, confirmation on what was just said here. Boom. You could be a Cancer. And humor. I would say in the meantime, laugh, find joy in the situation. Laughter is the best medicine after all. Just enjoy life. You know, look at some memes on lime. We're talking about limes now. I don't know. Online. Have yourself a little laugh. Laugh at yourself if you say things that make no sense like me. Family. Obviously, when someone gets engaged, when someone gets married, that's a huge family event. You know, it's two families that are going to be coming together and becoming one, merging, becoming whole. So definitely that confirms that. Winter. Okay, so if you're not proposed to or getting married, where is it? Weeks from now, it could happen in the winter. So you could be, like, for example, you could be proposed to in weeks and then get married in the winter. Or maybe you're just getting married in weeks and the winter means nothing. Or maybe nothing will happen in weeks and you're going to get engaged in the winter. So, you know, take it as it resonates. We have two different time frames here. I think it's just because there are going to be several different people looking at this here, and, you know, it could be based upon where people are at in either getting engaged or getting married. So it's going to be one or the other, weeks or winter. So take it as it resonates. And we have spirituality. I definitely think that your spiritual walk. Okay, sorry about that, pile 5. Like something weird showed up on my iPod and I had to look at it to make sure we were even still recording, because I was like, oh my gosh, what did I lose dealing with you guys? And thankfully I didn't lose anything. I just gotta splice this together to make it more normal. Basically my battery is running down, so I gotta wrap this up so I can charge my iPod. Which we're almost done anyway, so that shouldn't be a big deal. I was going to say, though, with spirituality, you know, obviously getting married is a holy union. It's a very spiritual thing. You know, it's not just about two names being put together on a paper as like a legality thing. It's a much bigger deal than that. It is a physical union. It is a spiritual union. It is a union of families. It is a union of love. So this is definitely it's definitely a part of your spiritual walk, your spiritual faith, your spiritual life, really. And you could be an Aquarius. So that's what I see going on for you guys. Pile number 5. Thank you for hanging out with me here up to the very end of this video. I hope it made sense and resonated for you. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. I would definitely appreciate it. If the message didn't flow, of course, just let it go. But otherwise, please give this video a big thumbs up for me. That would mean a lot to me. And let me just say congratulations in advance on that engagement, that marriage. That's the big thing that's coming for you guys. Otherwise, please feel free to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when new videos are coming your way. Otherwise, keep sparkling. I'm sending you guys lots of hugs and much love.